Well, happy Tuesday evening. This is Lisa Olivares, and we are so excited to be bringing to you our Color Magic session number 3 and our fall product launch. And so as we are getting ready to go through our Color Magic, I just want to show you and tempt you with some of our new fall products. So I am Lisa Olivares, Future Executive Sales Director with Mary Kay, and this is Danielle, who is going to be your guest and makeup artist for this evening. We are so excited, and this is our gorgeous compact, but I want to show you this because these are our brand new foil eyeshadow colors. Let me get these up to the camera, and the top row is our pyrite and gold duo, and the bottom row is our pink and purple duo, and these are foil eyeshadow colors. They are high shimmer with low mess. You just pat them on the lids. And so Danielle is going to be using these tonight as she demos our 2 of our eye shapes. So tonight is our first of eyes. We have a 2-part series on eyes. Tonight is prominent and basic shapes. And then next week, we're going to do hooded eyes, and then the other shape. So these are the foil shades, and these are incredible. These are a duo. And sorry, we have one more person that is trying to get on our feed. So we're going to work with her. The 2 other things I want to show you. If you have olive tone skin like I do, you are absolutely going to love this. This is our At Play stick. It's called Ditch Dullness. It is the lavender purple stick, and it gets rid of any sallow area, any just like, what does sallow mean? It's like just dull, like it's brown, right? I have beige skin, and so I have really olive complexion, but it looks like under my eyes, sometimes it looks like I have like so much darkness under my eyes, and concealer isn't going to work. I need the purple to offset kind of the brown yellowy part, like just the blah of the skin. If you ever like, I just dull and blah, you need the concealer stick. It is amazing. And then the star of our new launch is our lip gloss Without Limits. And I had them all lined up here because we have 3 finishes. We have cream, we have pearl, and we have shimmer. And I had them all lined up, and the minute I moved my little display right here, boom, all the lip glosses on the floor. So I don't have a cute lipstick display anymore, but I want to tell you about this because I am a lip gloss fan, but I hate it. My hair is just getting long enough that it gets stuck in my lip gloss, and I absolutely hate it. And so I want to tell you about these because they are so smooth, and the packaging is so sleek and sexy. And this has become my favorite. This is one of our iridescents, and I'm upside down. And I absolutely love this color. Okay, so let's talk about it. It is non-sticky and non-tacky. It's instant moisture because it's infused with vitamin C and E, because we're a skincare company, and so even your lips are going to be well protected. It is effortless, zero drag glide. Now that sounds like a NASCAR vehicle. Effortless, zero drag glide. Right? We're at the NASCAR track. But, have you ever put like lip gloss on your lip, and because it's so sticky, it stops right there. And so I love it. It doesn't do that. Absolutely love it. It's got this great vanilla flavor because, we all lick our lips, so it might as well taste good. And there's 3 finishes because sometimes we want a cream. Sometimes we want just iridescent, right? We don't want to sparkle. We just want to be like shimmery without sparkle. And then we have the shimmer. And so we're so excited. I want to hold this up because I could read to you all the names, but this is more exciting. Isn't this exciting? I think that's the Spanish side, but this is like every one of these is a brand new lip gloss color. And so if you're getting excited about any of these colors, and we have 3 beautiful new nudes for all skin tones. So have your consultant send you a picture. If you don't have a consultant, ask your friend who invited you, right? Somehow you got this link to watch. And so we're really excited about that. But I am going to turn it over to Danielle. I'm going to take myself off the broadcast, and we're going to try to bring on April, who is stuck in a previous broadcast somewhere. So Danielle Hellwig, brand new sales director with Mary Kay, being her own boss, and trained by our international makeup artist, Robert Jones. Yay!
Yes. Okay. I am really, really excited because before my Robert Jones training, my family kind of considered me to be like the makeup expert, which made sense. Even before Mary Kay, I would do my sister's makeup, my mom's makeup for any weddings, whatever it was that we went to. And I thought I was pretty good at makeup. And then I went to see Robert Jones and learned so much. So why is he valid? Who is he? He is an international makeup artist, and he does advertisements, celebrity makeups. He does advertisements for Saks Fifth Avenue, Macy's, Nordstrom. He'll drive around town and be like, "Oh, that billboard, I did that." Like, it's his makeup look. He's done makeup for Oprah, for Sheryl Crow, Selena Gomez, Leanne Rimes, like all of just these huge names in makeup. And so it's really exciting to learn from him. And there's two things that I learned make the biggest difference in your eyeshadow looks. And one is your eye shape, and the other is concealing your eye. So in our part 1 series, you can go back and watch that video, whether it's in this Pink Passport group or you're on our YouTube channel, you can go back and watch the concealing video. But I want you to know, starting out, I have already done that. I have foundation on, and I actually wanted to show you the difference that you see when it comes to concealing, but also your brows. So your brows frame your face. So this brow is not done. So when I look this way, like it already looks, my eye looks pretty undone. When I go here, like this is a finished look, and look at how different just my eyes look with just an eyebrow. There's literally no difference between the two, but just having an eyebrow done, I look like way more awake on this side, which is really impressive because I have spent the last like 4 days moving. So looking more awake is always key. So Robert Jones cannot stress enough like the importance of doing your brow. And so those will be in other videos. We've done those before and talked about them. But the first thing that you want to do when it comes to your eye makeup is you need to give your eye a solid base. What does that mean? You need to give it a blank canvas. So everybody's eyes naturally have different colors in their eyelids. A little red, you see veins, you see all of those things. The best way to make sure that your eye makeup looks the best is to conceal your eyes. Hi, April! Yay, technology win! Okay, girl, look at the difference between like eyebrow, or this is opposite. No eyebrow, like eyebrow, no eyebrow, eyebrow, no eyebrow, eyebrow.
I know,
no
I
eyebrow.
saw it during the meeting.
Yeah,
I noticed.
Super awkward. So this is the amazing April Tungpalong. She is a DIQ, which means she's in the process of becoming a director herself right now. We're both in our final month of car qualification, meaning we're going to be driving pretty soon. So exciting. Okay.
Road trip to Cali.
Yeah, I'll drive to Las Vegas to come see you. Unlimited mileage. I want. Yeah. So the biggest thing that you need to do is conceal your eyes first. So you can go back to our older videos and watch that. But concealing your eyes gives you a blank canvas to build from. Otherwise, your eyeshadows, and I couldn't find my palettes because I'm moving. So I have mine in the little containers that they came in. But these are the two. This is the copper pyrite. There we go. Look how pretty. So normally I would have it in one of those. Yes, beautiful. This is why we tag team. So this is copper pyrite, and this is pinks and purples. So I love, like, they're so shimmery, but like not messy, which is amazing. But if you were to just put those colors on your eyes without concealing them, they're not going to look even. So by concealing them, you actually give it that blank canvas. The most important part after you conceal it is you have to set it with powder. Whether you are young, if you are young, you can use a translucent powder. If you're over 35, which I'm like at the end of my lifeline on there, almost 31. If you use translucent powder, it's got some shimmer in it and it's going to fall into your fine lines and wrinkles. You don't want to use that. You want to use a mineral powder foundation in the same skin tone. So what you would do is you would conceal, set it with the powder, and then you have your canvas and it's ready to go. Okay, we're going to see if I can share my screen. So there are different eye shapes. Biggest, most revolutionary part of training with Robert Jones is that you need to master your own eye shape to have the best results. I, honest hand to God, was doing makeup the same way that the Mary Kay lady taught me when I was 19 years old in college. Even still, like I was still putting it all in the same place. And I will find the picture and I will post it on this Pink Passport group of the day that I did his training workshop, because he had us do our whole face in the morning. Then he had us remove half of our face at lunch and do it his way. So you could literally see the side by side. Holy girl, I looked so awake with his way. And so bad mine. I was like, dang, I actually thought I was kind of good at this. So placement is key. So there's a couple of different eye shapes. So okay. Also, part of the move is that I couldn't find my contacts. So bear with me, y'all. I'm going to put the glasses on so I can explain what's on my screen. So, okay, girl, let's see if this works. Share screen. Okay, let's see.
I'll let you know if
Okay, let's see if this works. Application window. Preview. Can we, oh, hold on. Okay, one sec. I already gave this thing permission once before. Why is it being so difficult? So, just one moment here.
opportunity.
So many technical opportunities. We are using this new system, and is it showing on my screen right now?
I don't see anything.
Okay, perfect, because I was about to type in my password. I was like, maybe the whole planet doesn't need to see that. Oh. Helpful if you type in the correct password, friends. You should type in the correct password. Okay. So April, do you want to tell them a little bit more like what your eye shape is and some of the takeaways you had from Robert Jones while I get this set up?
So I honestly, when we had that training, I didn't know to conceal our eyelids. Like that was one tip that I was like, oh, that's interesting. He said that it's because nobody has perfect eyelids. There's discoloration around the eye. So I literally went in and it makes a big difference. So once you put a concealer on your eyelid and you put your makeup on, it stays. Like you don't even need eye primer. That blew my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But as I am Filipino, so my eyes are pretty small. And this part of the eyelid, well, my cousins are all blessed with bigger eyelids and they could put more shadow on, but I have pretty small eyelids, like in this area. It's not hooded, but you can still see some flesh right here. So I don't know. I think mine's is on the basic side, I would say. So I'm pretty basic.
But anything but in real life. Okay. So moral of the story, I can't share my screen because I'd have to quit Chrome. So I will post these so you can see what I'm doing. But there are different eye shapes. One is a basic, which means like I have, and that is my eye shape, is a basic. So I'm going to be showing you basic and I'm going to be showing you prominent, which is kind of because doing one of each for you is going to show you the difference of placement and what you can see. So there's hooded eyes. There's wide set eyes. What does that mean? I was like, how do you even tell the difference? So you literally take an eye, like your one eye, and if your space between your between your eyes is the same width as your eye, then you're like normal width set. If it's farther, then it's wide set. So if there's more space than one eye width, or if there's less, and so you literally do it by just doing this. Like, okay, here's the width of my eye. Okay, mine are like dead even. If they were closer together, then it would be close set. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And with hooded eyes, there are hooded eyes by like natural birth, and there's hooded eyes that develop over time as your skin matures. They are different.
I love that.
They are different. But the moral of the story is similar. Prominent. What does that mean? Okay, so I'm going to be showing you prominent today, even though my eye is not prominent. But prominent means that like my eye, like ball, literally comes out farther than my brow bone. Does that make sense? So like you can see like my brow bone is farther out than my eyeball. With prominent eyes, they're set outwards more. Does that make sense? And then there's droopy eyes. What does that mean? No, it doesn't mean, it just mean you're tired. What it means is that, okay, so the way that my eye is shaped here, if this had a slight downward turn, like literally just like that much, see how like right now they kind of point out to the side and even up a little. But if I had a droopy eye, it's considered to be like a little bit lower. Like, and it's literally that much of a difference. So it's kind of like, the best way I can describe it is so like when I don't smile, my mouth naturally turns upwards. Some people's mouth naturally turns downwards. And there's another name for that we won't use on video streaming. I know you know what I'm talking about, April. When you kind of look angry just because of like, if you have no expression on your face, your eyes do the same thing. So I'm going to be showing you basic and prominent today. I'll do one in completion, and then I'll do the other one. Otherwise, I think it's too confusing. Make sense? Okay. So the way Robert Jones teaches color is that you need to have 3 colors. You need to have a highlight, like a light color. So I'm going to be doing it with I'm going to do the pinks and purples because they're fun.
Ooh, that's fun.
So the highlight is going to be the pink. The accent color is going to be the purple, but we need a mid-tone. And so what I'm going to be using, and I just took it out of my compact so that you can see it in here, is I'm going to be using, I throw shadows everywhere. This is why a compact is so nice, but they're all boxed up. So I'm going to be using a mid-tone, which is basically just a matte. You want that mid-tone color to be a matte color. And truthfully, you're hardly going to see it, but it does the heaviest lifting. And it does makes the biggest difference in how your eyes look. So we're going to do this first as a basic eye. So I am going to take, so I'm all set, concealed, ready to go. I'm going to take our all over shadow brush, which is this moon shaped brush right here. And I'm going to pick up our highlight tone. Ooh, I'm like trying to figure out where it is in the camera. So, which is this sparkly one. Super fun, which is our pink sparkly one. So
Cute.
Pick it up on the brush. You can see it right here. And this is for me, because I have a basic eye shape, this is going to go over the whole eyelid. And the biggest thing that you know is the first place that you set your brush down is where the color is going to be the heaviest.
Okay.
So with the light color, you always want to set it down in the inner corner and then brush it this way. And I actually, you'll notice, I kind of place the eyeshadow. I don't windshield wiper it. I wait to windshield wiper it until I'm blending it.
Should I use gold status?
Oh yeah, because you don't have the new colors.
I don't, and I'm so jealous. So I'll use gold status.
So you get them all early. Yeah, use gold status.
Okay, I'll use gold status.
With the basic eye, you go over the whole eyelid and then a little bit above your crease, which is right here in your eye. And so you go a little bit above that. And then you're also going to go and use the same tone right here under your brow. And it's going to highlight your brow bone. You can use that same color. So first of all, can you see like the sparklies? It's not glittery, but it's sparkly.
My light is too bright for you guys. Let me turn this light down. I can see sparkliness.
So it's really pretty. So that's the pinks. So that becomes my highlight, or my my highlight tone. So that goes over my whole eyelid, a little bit above the crease, and then right beneath the brow. So that is what we use as your step number 1. And that's with the basic eye, which just means like there's no hooded, there's no droopy, it's not wide set or closed set or anything like that. Okay, so then I am going to use another like all over eyeshadow brush. You can use either the all over eyeshadow brush or you can use the crease brush. And you can see this one has a little bit of an angle to it. There we go. That's the best way to see it. And I'm going to use this crease brush for this next part of it. So this is where the mid-tone comes into play. And you're going to see that you can't really see the mid-tone. Like it doesn't look like it's doing that much, but it does the most work. So where the mid-tone goes on the basic eye, and so I just pick up the, put it right on like the edge of it. So kind of right into the soft part of this. And so with a basic eye, this is going to go from about 1/3 on the outer part, and it comes here, and it goes a little bit above. It basically, you're not putting it on the eyelid. I'm literally keeping it outside of the brush here, so on this side, and then it's going in this whole section here. So, and I actually start on the outside corner with this. It's just how I prefer to do it. Is I like to create this little bit of a V here. And I'm using Soft Heather. It's a tone that's like close to my skin tone, but not like quite the perfect match. And it just is complementary to this. So I see how I create this here in that little bit of like a V shape. Mm-hmm. And then I will swipe this up.
So I'm actually using this one, our Gilded Glow, but I'm using the portion where it's not the shimmery part. So this, I'm using that.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. And so it's going not on the eyelid right here, but it's literally going in this middle part of your eyelid. It's a mid-tone, middle. So, and it goes up this whole, on the basic eye, it goes in this entire middle section right here. And so what it does here when you get to the inside part is I actually flip the brush around and I come and I create this top part here. And then I like meet the two in the middle. And so it's not going quite all the way up. Oh, it's so weird because it's turning opposite here. So I don't go all the way up to the brow. It stops like right here, like just below. It's so weird doing things opposite.
Right? So exciting. Thanks for doing this, Danielle.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm not a big makeup person, but if you tell me what to do, where to put it, paint by numbers,
You can follow.
to
I
go,
know,
right?
right?
I can follow.
So already you can see like there's not a lot of heavy color here, but it makes a huge difference on your eyes. This is just the middle tone. And so it might not look like it's doing that much, but this creates all of the bright shading. And this is what we tweak the most depending on your eye shape. Okay, so then I am going to do my accent color. And so I'm going to be using the purple. And on a basic eye, we create like a V shape. And so the accent color or the accent color creates almost like a V right here, but a really short V. Yeah. It's like the so we create like a little V right here. Now I like to use the crease brush for this because I think it's like naturally a V shape. So what I do is I actually put the color down just right here. And you want to keep your color, I call it the fence line, like from the outer corner of your eye to the end of your eyebrow. You want to keep it in that fence line. And so what I do is I take the brush this way and I set the brush down just right above like the corner of your eye, just into your lash line, and create that dark color here. And so do you see where I'm putting that purple, where it's just like in that little line right there? And
Yep.
here's the trick. So here's the trick. You blend the rest of it. You don't actually, so you put it on the bottom V. Oh yeah, Merlot. That's my favorite. So you put it just here on that bottom part of the V, and then you use a clean brush to blend it to the other part of that V. And that was the best thing I ever learned from him because I was doing it on both. I was putting the color both these ways, and it was like, it's too much. So right now I just have this bottom part of the V, and then I use a clean, I just use a clean all over shadow brush. And I blend it up. Wherever you set your brush down the first, the color is going to be the darkest. So you want it to be on that outer bottom part of the V. And then see how it just blends into that little V? You always want to make sure, yes, use a clean brush as your blend, like always have a clean brush on hand to do your blending with. Because now, and how would you make this more intense? You just add more of the accent tone. So if you're like, I kind of want like more of an evening look, just add a little more down here. Take your clean brush and blend it in. So then what I do is I clean my brush, clean that blending brush, and we want to blend. We want to like windshield wiper the whole thing. And so windshield wiper is literally just like over the whole eye. We want to blend these colors together. So it's not that like harsh lines that you see. So here's the biggest thing to remember with color. Light shades bring things forward. Dark things push things back. Light, back. Light, back. So light and dark. If you want like a good way to remember it is like you typically like move towards the light. And when it's dark, you like, and you hide. That's how I remember it. Brilliant. I know. But so see with, like there's nothing done on this eye. Just by where I place it, like this eye pops. I don't even have eyeliner on yet. This is just eyeshadow. So, and what I'm going to show you is the difference of like placing the eyeshadow for a prominent eye and the difference that it makes there, because it makes a huge difference where you're putting it all. So we're going to go back. So again, we're going to pick up our line. So if you have a prominent eye, we're going to go back to our original colors again, so you can see them. We're going back to this. We're going back to the pink. So with a prominent eye, our eyes are like with a prominent eye, they're pushed forward. So you're going to notice as we're placing color, it's going to be in different places. So with the prominent eye, we literally, except for like this little itsy bitsy piece right here, we're going to put the entire pink on the entire lid, eyebrow, brow bone, whole thing. And this color is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at it. You can just see the little sparkles.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you to get it, April. Oh my Lanta.
So excited.
We got it way before. Okay, so this is gonna go, and again, I start on the inside of my eye because it's the lighter color. And this is going everywhere. And so what's cool is when I'm done, you'll be able to see the difference of like where I place the eyeshadow. And so this goes all the way up to this part of the brow, like literally just underneath the brow, except for like a little tiny sliver. Is that working? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I guess I need to switch it this way. I'm telling you, this opposites thing. So I'm putting it all the way up to the brow, which this brow is not done. I know that. I did it on purpose. It wasn't forgetful. And so except for this, there's like just a little sliver here at the top. You can see that doesn't have the color. Like a little sliver. But it pretty much goes all the way up and across the whole, all the things. It covers all the things. So next, I take my crease brush, which there's a couple different, for your brushes, if you want to clean them in between, you can use our brush cleaner. Because like you want to make sure that you're not cross-contaminating colors. Otherwise, if you don't clean your brushes, sometimes you forget that maybe you used like a black onyx before and you put it on this light part and you're like, wow, that's not where that was supposed to go. So it's over. So that's our highlight tone all over the whole thing. Next, we are going to do our mid-tone. So that is this soft heather color up here. And your mid-tone, generally, you want it to be matte. You don't want it to have a shimmer to it. The other ones are optional with shimmers, but you want the mid-tone to be a matte color. So I'm back to this crease brush. And I have it on the tip of my brush. So I'm working with that soft heather color. Now, for this eye, I did it literally just like on this part and in this middle section. But with a prominent eye, our goal is to push it back. So we're going to use our color to push it back. So this is literally on this eye. It's going all the way like from here on that lash line here, that fence post line, like I call it. And it's going halfway and it's covering everything, like your entire eyelid as well. So you can see how I do this. So I'll create the outline for you first so you can see where it's going. And then we'll just fill in the rest. Okay, so can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally this whole part here, all the way in, and then we're putting it over this whole lid, the whole area. And honestly, I'm going to switch to the all over shadow brush. Like I kind of created the lines to color within with the crease brush, but it's a lot of space to cover. And so again, the dark colors is pushing this back. So if I had a prominent eye, you want to push it back, and you do that with those darker colors. And so you might be wondering, like, girl, why'd you even put the highlight there? Just trust me. Robert Jones said it works, so it works. It's the layering of the colors that creates the effect. And you want to make sure that you take it all the way to that lash line. You don't want to have like a little half moon there. Okay. It always takes me longer with the eye shape that I don't do normally, because like I don't do it normally. So see how it's over the whole eye? Like it's all the way here, all the way in. So we're literally hiding, like we're pushing back the whole eyelid. So make sure you clean your brush. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the
accent.
Yes, thank you. I was like, sounds like, what is that word? We're going to take the accent. And I, again, am going to use like the whole, I'm going to use the entire all over eyeshadow brush because, again, we're going to be literally putting this color over the whole eye. Does that make sense? So basically, we're kind of going back over what we just did, just slightly lower. And filling it in. Because you start to get this bold with a prominent eye right here, like on this middle part, you start to get is where it starts to jut forward. Now I'm still making sure that I'm placing this brush down here first on the outside and bringing it in. Because the dark color pushes it all back, it's going all over the whole eyelid. So it's actually like less places to place things when you have a prominent eye because it's our whole goal is to push it all back. So that accent color, this darker purple color, is literally over the whole eye because we want the whole thing to go backwards. It's all an illusion. So I'm still going to take my clean brush, and I just make sure and clean it in between. And I'm still going to blend. But look at the difference in just where you place your eyes, like the eyeshadow. Like these look completely different. It's all the same colors, but where you place it totally changes how your eye looks. And this, I'm actually noticing I need to come a little bit higher with that darker color.
Your basic eye.
No, my prominent eye.
Your prominent eye. Sorry, actually, I'm blind on this side too. I don't have my contact.
Right? Yeah, it's a problem. Which is why I have this magnetized mirror. And these are the moments I feel like my mother. Not that I don't love my mom, but I'm like,
love you, Mom.
love you, Mom. I feel you. But shut the front door. She just can't see even with her glasses on sometimes. So do you see how just with the placement, now let me do my eyeliner really quick. And I feel like you can kind of see the difference even more with the eyeliner. Of just how much different it looks. So I use our waterproof liquid eyeliner pen. I love the pointiness of it. Yeah, it's super pretty. And then what I actually do, because I like it like really, really jet black, is I actually use it with our gel eyeliner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I literally just kind of dip the tip into the gel eyeliner, and I go from there. This is a 2-handle process. So with eyeliner, hold on, I realize I'm too far out of the, here we go. With eyeliner, you want it to taper. So a little thicker on the outside. And then it tapers inwards. And so you'll notice that I hold my eye, I don't pull my eye. Your eyes will naturally age over time. You don't need to lend them an assist. So I do like the thicker outside part, and then I come to the inside and I meet the two in the middle. Eyeliner is like totally a personal preference of how you've discovered the best way to put it on.
So I went from my inner, and then I'm going to my outer. So I go from my inner of my eye to the outside. However you get it on, right?
Yeah, exactly. So as long as it's just a little bit thinner on the inside and then tapers. And Robert Jones teaches like sometimes people on the bottom eye, they'll only go like half the width and they'll only do liner on half of it. But then you lose the shape of your eye. So he teaches to do the whole dang thing. So I really like, I really like the gel eyeliner with the pen. I think
I need to try that. I haven't tried that yet.
Oh my gosh, it's one of my faves. I actually got it from the gal I used to live with. She taught me that trick. She's also a Mary Kay girl. So again, it's a little bit thicker on the outside and it tapers a little bit. Now, the gel liner and the eye pen or the it is a waterproof eye pen. It is a little forgiving if you make adjustments immediately. So you can use like a Q-tip if you need to like clean it up a little bit, but you have to do it like right away. Otherwise, no dice.
Eyeliner makes a big difference.
It's everything for me because I don't really have any lashes. It's a self-made problem. I stress and I pull them out. And then I use our lash and eyebrow growing serum. I've done it ever since I was a little kid. I remember being at the doctor's office when I was like 4 or 5, and my mom was so worried because she thought all my eyelashes were coming out. I don't know what she thought it was a sign of, but she thought it was a sign of something. And I just remember feeling so guilty being like a 4 or 5-year-old little kid, knowing that I pulled them out, but we were at the doctor and the wait was not even kidding. It was 2 hours. I felt so guilty the whole time. I never told my mom until I was like 17. Sorry, Mom.
It's on tape.
Yeah, she knows now. But see, look at all the difference just eyeliner makes. I think it makes a huge difference. So you can see on my eyes right now, and actually with the basic eye, then what you do is you pull some of the color that you use, you pull it down into the bottom lash line. And I think that makes the biggest freaking difference. So I'm going to show you right now. So this is, so looking at my eyes, you can see one is a basic eye. That's to my eye shape. This one this is a different eye shape. It's not my eye shape. Like, it don't look that good. It kind of looks like I have a black eye. But it's only because that's not the shape of my eye. It's not highlighting and accentuating the right parts. This eye is this is the shape of my eye. So it looks really good. And so this one falls a little bit flat. So I'm going to come back to the midtone now that we're going to be doing the bottom lash line. And this is where I use the eye smudger brush. And Robert Jones recommends to do your eyeliner and then do the bottom. Makes it easier. So I'm going to come back to this soft heather color and take it on just the tip of my like smudger brush. This is the one I always have to make sure I clean because this is the one that's most likely to have like black on it. So you're going to take this right underneath your eyeliner on the bottom of your eye and literally taper it from the outside all the way in. And it's just a little bit. Like you'll notice it's almost hard to even see how much I'm putting on there because it's just going literally right into the bottom lash line. And then you're going to clean that brush off, come back to the purple, and you're going to take the purple, that accent tone, and do just like till like right here. Like just a little bit, not the whole line. And it pulls it all together. Like this eye looks so good on my eye compared to this eye, which just looks like so this is designed for the prominent eye. This looks like my makeup did when I was like learning how to do makeup in like 8th grade. Where it's like, because it's just not the shape of my eye. So you can see when I look straight on, this eye looks up, like it looks more awake. I look alive. This eye is much darker. And because if it were a prominent eye, it would be pushing it back and it would look just as amazing. It's just not the shape of my eye. Does that make sense? And so with the prominent eye, I would be taking just that dark color again and going underneath the whole thing. So taking the accent tone underneath the whole eye. Because again, we're trying to push it all back. So it makes a huge difference just placement-wise where you are placing the makeup. And this is like a great example of like how you can use the features of your eye to accentuate it and where you place it. And this makes my eye look so good. And then this one, nah, not as big of a fan. So the last thing that I'm going to do, I've already done some cheek color earlier. The last thing I'm going to put on is our new lip gloss. Super excited. So we got 2 examples. When you're directors, you get product early. So this is the Evening Berry, which I will put this on my hand so that you can see it ain't this purple, I promise. So the Evening Berry, it's a lot more sheer. It's so pretty. I'm not going to use this because I have purple on already, and it's all about balance. So if you do a little bit bolder of an eye, you want to do a more like neutral lip. So I'm going to use, and I don't remember which finish this is, but it's the new Mary Kay Unlimited Lip Gloss. So these are the redone ones, and they feel so good. And she's not lying when it kind of smells like vanilla. So this is Beach Bronze.
Oh,
And so this is,
I did order that one. So excited.
yeah, it feels so good. And it's not sticky. I would still, I don't know. I haven't tested the difference, but I am always a fan of lip primer. I think it holds all colors on better, including glosses. But, I mean, this just feels so good.
You might have to try just without the lip primer one day, and then with
Yeah,
the lip primer.
there's no lip primer on it today, right now. And it feels so amazing. Wowzers. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. This is really pretty. April knows me. She knows I don't normally go for a nude lip.
Yeah, you're a lip girl. You go for the bold.
Like, okay. Like, let's talk about glosses. Even the older Mary Kay ones, I liked them, but I didn't love them. Because it was non-sticky, but there was still a little tiny bit of tackiness to me. Not bad at all. But dang, girl, this?
Love.
Love. It feels so amazing. And so this gloss comes in 3 different finishes. I don't quote me on this, but I think the Beach Bronze is the shimmer, which is this one right here. There's pearl and then there's cream. I believe the Evening Navy is more of the pearl, which is this color here. And let me put the Beach Bronze on my hand so you can see it too. So I'm really excited, but these new glosses are 16.
Ooh, they're pretty.
It's hard to get, there we go. Now you can see some of the shimmer in that Beach Bronze. It's really, I'm impressed.
And the packaging too is really nice.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it because I'm somebody who loves lipstick, and I have like 6 or 7 tubes in my purse. And you can't tell unless you look at the bottom what the color is. But you can see the whole thing in this one. I'm all about it. All about it. So what I used today, I already had my foundation done. I used some cheek color. And then for the eyes that I used today, I used our, and I didn't demonstrate this step, but the Perfecting Concealer. And these bad boys are 16 and they last forever because it doesn't take very much concealer. Like very, very, very little. It spreads really, really far, really far. So Perfecting Concealer, I set it with translucent powder. Unless you're under 35, I don't recommend that. I would set it with a mineral powder in your skin tone. Then for the eyeshadows, I used the new pink and purple eye foil duos. And then I just added in the mid-tone, which is our soft heather color. And I think it complements it really, really nicely. We also, our other duo eyeshadow, and maybe you'll have yours next week and you can demo these ones. This is the Copper and Pyrite. So pretty. Like, let me just put this. My hand is just going to be a kaleidoscope for you. So that's the Pyrite color. And this is the Copper. Like, hold on. There we go. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
So pretty.
I like can't get enough of it. So, so pretty. And so doing the 2 different eye shapes. So we will have our screen share set up for next week so you can see the placement of where these go. But I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you had fun. And if you have any questions or anything, put them on the chat below. We'll connect with you. And if I know you fell in love with something tonight, your consultant has the ability to order these. Either she had special access ordering and could have ordered them on the 10th, or she can order them on Saturday. I would highly recommend, because these are limited edition items, order them, pre-order them from her. Let her know, like, girl, I want that pink and purple, or girl, I want that copper and pyrite.
Danielle froze, but I think she was gonna say it's limited on the amount that we can place an order on. So get with them. And oh, there you go. You're back.
Oh, I'm back. Oh, good. I didn't know I froze, so I was still talking. Yeah, we're limited on the number that we can order, only because COVID has impacted our packaging. So if you want any of these, tell your consultant now, and she can that way she already has one with your name on it when they arrive. So I hope you learned a little bit. Next week, April is going to go over which eye shapes are you doing? The hooded eye and
Hooded eye and
another one.
Another one. We'll let you guys know.
The DJ Khaled.
You guys will get a flyer.
Have a good night.
Bye.